Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Ox Talks. It is Wednesday, March 13th, 2024. Thank you for watching the videos. I have a couple of very important things I want to cover with you today. One is about the economy and the closure of $600 tree stores. The second, also very important, deals with, we discuss on this show very often, the impact that the illegal immigration nightmare is having on this country and on the citizens of this country. And today's article deals with now the health and safety risk that is being posed with an outbreak of a disease that we don't see very often in this country that's due to this immigration disaster. Before I get into the video today, the content, I want to start out by saying thank you to Patera from Appalachia's Homestead. She was kind enough in her video today, which addressed the unemployment issue that I raised yesterday on the article from the Business Insider. She was kind enough to give a mention to the channel, to ask people to come over and subscribe and support the channel. And she obviously went further into depth, added some more dimension to this nightmare unemployment situation that is unfolding in this country and will continue to unfold in the coming months and years. So thank you very much to Patera for that. Obviously, if you're not subscribed to her channel, Appalachia's Homestead, please go and subscribe. This person is doing from a perspective of self-sufficiency, a perspective of security, perspective of preparedness. She is doing what most of us could only ever dream of being able to accomplish. So go support that channel as well. Without further ado, if you're new to the channel, if you just subscribed, I've been getting a bunch of comments in the last couple of hours, obviously, because Patera's channel has a huge following. If you're new to the channel, I really appreciate you being here. I hope that you'll get something from the content that I try to put up, several days a week. First article is from the Zero Hedge this afternoon, and it's titled Dollar Tree Shares Plunge After Earnings Miss. Plans 600 store closure amid customer spending pullback. And I'll get into the article, but I want to start by saying this. If people can no longer afford shopping at the Dollar Tree, and I think the company also runs and controls the Family Dollar stores. People can no longer afford to shop at the dollar stores. Where do they go from there? Where does somebody go? You're not going to Walmart if you can't afford the Dollar Tree. You're not shopping at Target. You're not shopping at most normal big box grocery stores. So this is a real problem. It is a bellwether of, again, what is unfolding with people's economic situation in this country. People are hurting, and it's getting worse. So where do you go from the Dollar Tree? Maybe you go to a food bank. Maybe you go stay on the side of the freeway with a jar asking for some bread or for some food for your animals. I don't know. But let me read the article. It says the discount retailer missed fourth quarter profit expectations and offered a dismal outlook for the first quarter as shoppers spend less. The retailer plans to shutter more than 600 stores. Dollar Tree posted adjusted earnings for the fourth quarter of $2.55 per share on revenue of $8.63 billion. Analysts had expected $2.66 a share and $8.67 billion. So they missed on revenues per share and total revenues, earnings per share and total revenues. The Dollar Tree net sales were, I want to talk about the total locations of these stores, because then we can put into perspective just how great a percentage this is. Dollar Tree runs 8,415 locations, and the Family Dollar runs 8,359 locations. So 16,774 stores in total. That's across the United States and Canada. So if we take of the total stores, 600 being closed, that's 3.75% of the stores. If you just take the Dollar Tree stores, that equates to over 7% of the stores are closing. And I'll read further on, that's in the next couple of months. It's in the first half of this year And what I'm also going to share with you is they're planning to close another 400 stores in the next year or 2 years. That's going to be a total of 1,000 stores that are going to be closing for Dollar Tree. It says the retailer said that the average ticket size declined by 1.5%, indicating consumers are pulling back on spending in the stores. Again, how do you pull back? I mean, I know that some items, it's not really the Dollar Tree. It's more like the $2 the tree or the $4 tree or the $5 tree, but still, on a per item basis, you are able to walk into a store like that and walk out with a whole lot more than you would at a Ralph's grocery store or a Kroger or even a Walmart, and for sure a Target. So this is really sad. It says, as of the last quarter, Dollar Tree operated 16,770 stores across the 48 states and Canada. In the previous quarter, it initiated a comprehensive store portfolio optimization review. Comprehensive store portfolio optimization review. That means we're shuttering locations, which involved identifying stores for closure, relocation, or rebannering based on evaluation of current market conditions and individual store performance, among other factors. It says the store optimization strategy will result in the closure of 600 Family Dollar Tree stores in the first half of the year. Additionally, 370 Family Dollar and 30 Dollar Tree stores will close over the next several years at the end of each store's current lease term. Interesting, they don't want to be renewing these lease obligations. So another 400, that's 1,000 total. The article concludes by saying shares of Dollar Tree are down nearly 7% in pre-market trading. This article came out this morning early. I just checked after the market closed, and the shares of Dollar Tree Inc. fell over 14%, 14.2%. So we'll keep an eye on this. Again, if the consumers can no longer support Dollar Tree and Family Dollar and Dollar General, where do we go from here, folks? Leave your comments below. Next article I want to share with you, the immigration crisis is taking a toll on the public resources. It's taking a toll on taking jobs from hardworking, tax-paying American citizens. It is increasing the crime rate in this country. And now we come to find out we have infectious diseases coming in, no surprise. With these undocumented people who are slipping in at night under cover of darkness, being flown in. And this is also a major, major development. The article says, as a result of the greatest migrant invasion this nation has ever seen, is emerging a public health crisis as millions of unvaccinated and undocumented illegals, some with infectious diseases, are being piled into migrant shelters nationwide like cattle. It says the Daily Mail reports the U.S. is on the verge of a major measles outbreak, with cases in the first 2 months of the year nearly eclipsing those of the entire previous year. Quote, as doctors warn many, and this is also from the Zero Hedge today, as doctors warn, many young physicians have never even seen a patient infected with this virus. Hundreds of people are already feared to be infected in California and Arizona after cases were confirmed in people in the states who visited local hospitals, the media outlets said. It's important to recognize that migrant shelters are becoming breeding grounds for the spread of infectious diseases. And look at how about the thousands and tens of thousands aren't going to migrant shelters? They're just making their way across the border and into these communities. So, what kind of a problem is this going to lead to? It's not surprising. And look at it, it's not going to stop, guys, with just measles. How about something on a much more drastic or major scale than that? Why would it stop at anything? Why couldn't they bring Ebola here? Why couldn't they bring in a whole bunch of viruses and diseases that simply aren't treatable? They simply kill you. I would not be surprised if we start seeing some of this. I know that sounds fatalistic, it sounds doom and gloom, but it is reality. It says new data from the CDC shows 45 measles cases were recorded in the first 2 months across 17 states, nearly surpassing the 58 cases recorded in the full year of 2023. Overcrowded shelters with migrants from third world countries are the most likely root cause of the public health crisis. None of these migrants were screened, like we said, at the border for contagious diseases. None of them were able, many of them were able to walk right over, as we said. Some were even flown in on airplanes. We covered that on a video a couple weeks ago. I titled it Under Cover of Darkness, how they're being flown in by the plane load. And others were, of course, busted in sanctuary cities by a shadowy network of taxpayer-funded government organizations. The open southern border is a major national security crisis that is quite literally a ticking time bomb about to go off. And I don't think most of you would disagree with that. It now is also quickly morphing into a public health crisis. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'll leave it there today. It's going about 11 minutes. I'll be leaving in about an hour or so to go get my hour workout today, as I discuss every day on this show. We need to be healthy. We need to be physically fit so we're prepared to deal with what's coming. Not only physically deal with it, but emotionally deal with it. And when you're in better shape, when your diet is better, your coping mechanisms are stronger. Not only are you stronger as a person and more resilient, and your immune system is stronger, but you're able to deal with things, solve problems, handle stress, which, look, folks, the stress is coming. Nothing even really bad, per se, has even happened yet. But I think it's on the way. Get your steps in today. Do some cardio. Walk wherever you're at. You don't need a fancy gym membership. Go walk around your office building, in your neighborhood, whatever it might be, obviously with your conditions permitting. Please get some strength training in. Drop down, bang out some push-ups, some sit-ups, things like that. Start small, if you need to from your knees, whatever, and start building up. The diet's super important. We talk about it every day. It's more crucial even than the exercise, believe it or not. So watch the diet. Don't take on some crazy fad diet that you're not going to be able to stick to for a period of time. It does no good to do something for 2 weeks or a month and then stop and go back to your old habits. So these have to be lifestyle changes, folks. Hope you will get on board with that if you're not doing it now. I'm getting a lot of positive comments by people taking this seriously, their physical fitness regimen, their diet, and they're seeing great results. So thank you again for being here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And all of you have a great rest of your day today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.